Hello everybody, it's Arrow here again, and today I'm going to be sharing with y'all some Nightmare Cup practice battles that I was doing with a few of my Ultra friends that I've gained through the Go Stadium and the Battle Park. So, I'm going to start by leading off with Spiritomb using Hitmonchan and Alolan Raichu in the first match. Now let's see how this goes. So, I'm facing Sharkoon L. He's a great trainer. He's out of Pittsburgh. Great guy. So, we're going to start the match off. I'm going to use Spiritomb to start. He's going to start the match off with Alolan Raticate. And this isn't a very good matchup for me, but if he uses Crunch. If he doesn't use Crunch, which if he knows matchups the way he should be using Crunch, because Hyper Fang's just not going to do it. So, start the match off, and I'm guessing since it took so long, it's going to be Hyper Fang. So, I just go ahead and don't shield it. Knowing that it's Hyper Fang, I'm thinking maybe he only has one moveset. So, I'm going to just charge up as much energy as I possibly can. He uses another Hyper Fang. I believe I use this opportunity to switch out into Hitmonchan. And Hitmonchan is just going to deplete Alolan Raticate of its health, as you'll see later on. So I get to the first power-up punch with Hitmonchan. I'm going to hit that. He brings in Bronzong. He's going to shield that first power-up punch. I'm going to get to a second power-up punch. And he doesn't shield this one. It's going to take off quite a bit of his health. So Hitmonchan did a lot of work to Alolan Raticate and did a lot of work to Bronzong, which is pretty good counter to Hitmonchan. So to finish this off, we're going to bring in Spiritomb. He's going to get a Flash Cannon off. I'm going to go ahead and shield. So Spiritomb is just going to finish him off with Sucker Punches. As soon as his next Pokemon comes out, I'm going to go ahead and use a Shadow Ball and try to get as much as I can off of it. Shadow Ball is going to go through, and it's going to do a lot of damage to that Toxicroak. I don't know why he didn't shield there. Maybe he thought it was a lesser charge move. I don't know. So I'm going to bring in Alolan Raichu. And Toxicroak is going to use a Mud Bomb. I'm grateful that I have a shield to shield that. And he's going to bring back in Alolan Raticate. And there she does it. So since Hitmonchan was able to take down so much damage on his Alolan Raticate, I was able to pull out the victory there. So going into the next battle, my mindset was, I led with Spiritomb. I showed Hitmonchan and Alolan Raichu. So how is he going to counter that? He's probably going to use something along the lines of a fighter. So I'm going to start off by using Xatu. I'm going to use 2 fighters in the back. I'm covered on the fighters, and I cover myself with the Drapion and / Guntank threat. So we start off the match, and it's Xatu versus Alolan Raichu. Switch out of there immediately. I switch into Hitmonchan, which I really should have switched into Toxicroak now that I think about it, but it ended up working out. I'm going to get to the power-up punch really quickly here, and I believe that he's going to let this one go this time. Yes, he's going to let the first one go. And I'm going to try and get to that second power-up punch, and I do. He's going to shield this one, I believe. Yes, he shielded that one. So we're just countering as much as we can off. Do a lot of damage to that Bronzong. Take the Bronzong pretty much out of commission. It's a machine. It can't work well like that. So we're going to bring in Xatu, and we're just going to farm some energy after we shield this Flash Cannon. Just nothing but flat fast moves, and we're going to end up taking this Bronzong out. The Confusions aren't going to be doing a lot to Xatu. He's going to bring in his Alolan Raichu. I'm going to immediately hit a Ominous Wind. He decides not to shield, which as soon as I hit that Ominous Wind, I use the charge move as a shield to get my Xatu out. Bring in Toxicroak, and Toxicroak is just gonna yeah. He's just gonna go to work on that Alolan Raichu while farming energy up at the same time. So I'm gonna get a Mud Bomb off here on his Toxicroak, and his Toxicroak is gonna shield. He's gonna end up getting to the Mud Bomb first against me here. And then I'm going to shield this, knowing that I have a Mud Bomb ready. And as soon as that happens, I'm going to hit the Mud Bomb. And this is going to take out enough of his Toxicroak to claim me the victory on this as well. So that was two rounds with Sharkoon L. And I'm about to battle him some more. I just sent him a message asking if he had some time. I showed him a random team that I'm probably ending up using now that it's worked so well for me. Team is going to be Toxicroak, Drapion. I need to put some candies into Drapion. Alolan Raichu, Xatu, Hitmonchan, and Spiritomb. I just like having Spiritomb. It does a lot of damage. It's great DPS. So we start this match off with Xatu, and he started it off with, I believe it was Toxicroak. So he switches out immediately. He switches into Bronzong, which I switch into Hitmonchan, which was a good switch, but not a really good switch. It just did some damage to the Bronzong. I bring back out Xatu. I'm going to shield the Flash Cannon. And Xatu's just going to farm energy off of this Bronzong. So we're farming energy. I'm hoping he doesn't hit another charge move, and sure enough, he does. So I'm going to go ahead and shield that. It's not going to do a lot of damage, even if he had hit and I had not shielded. So, but I shielded knowing that I could preserve Xatu. So he brings out Raticate. And I hit the Ominous Wind, which was stupid. So I bring in Toxicroak, and he brings out his own Toxicroak. We've seen this 1,000 times. Those of us that played in Twilight. Toxicroak versus Toxicroak. Whoever gets the Mud Bomb into the other one is going to kill it. Sure enough, I don't have a shield. He's going to kill my Toxicroak. I'm going to go ahead and bring in this Xatu of mine. And he's going to get a Mud Bomb off. It's not going to do a lot because I resist it. And I'm going to just fast move him to death, saving the energy for the Alolan Raticate that I know I have a disadvantage against, and hoping that I have enough energy for 2 charge moves. So Alolan Raticate comes out, I hit an Aerial Ace, and it's going to take a lot of health. I'm like, great. I hit the second Aerial Ace, and it's going to finish the match off for me. Another great game. I'm really liking the way that this lineup's performing. This team of 6 overall is just really good to me. So I ended up winning those 3 matches. We're going to get in one more with Sharkoon, which I believe I changed my team up a little bit. And the reason being is I felt like I changed up and started Alolan Raichu. I don't think I'd brought an Alolan Raichu yet, except for maybe round 1. Alolan Raichu, Toxicroak, and Hitmonchan. I felt like he has to bring a flyer to stop my Alolan, to stop my fighters. So I bring in Alolan Raichu. He brings out Toxicroak, and I'm debating this matchup. Do I want to shield? Do I want to get out of there? So I beat him to the first charge move, and that's the point where I decide I'm just going to use both my shields at this point. There's no really point in not trying to play out this matchup. So he's going to get a Mud Bomb off, and I'm going to shield that with my Alolan Raichu. He's going to also use another Mud Bomb. So after I get off this Thunder Punch, I'm going to take his second shield. He's going to use another Mud Bomb. I'm going to use my other shield. And I'm confident that I'll beat him to the last charge move. I end up beating him to the last charge move, get that Thunder Punch off. This will do just enough damage to kill. Toxicroak's going to faint. And now it's just like, what's he going to bring out? He ends up bringing out Raticate. And I think I just run. No, I use another charged move, try to get as much damage as I possibly can. That way I'm not giving up the switch advantage. I bring in Hitmonchan, knowing that Hitmonchan has Ice Punch in case I need that. And at this point I see Bronzong, I'm like, oh god. I can't let that touch my Toxicroak. It's going to hurt. Because Confusion just shreds Toxicroak. I get one power-up punch off, and I'm praying I can get to the second one. I think we had a little bit of lag, but it really wasn't going to change the outcome. I'm going to get to an Ice Punch, which Ice Punch is going to finish off. I mean, I could have used Power-Up Punch. It would have been smarter for me to use. He's going to get a move off with his Alolan Raticate, and he's going to end up defeating my Hitmonchan. I'm going to bring in Toxicroak, and I'm going to destroy his Alolan Raticate with one hit. I'd like to thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all maybe see a different side of the night. See how to run on my Nightmare teams, how different combinations that actually really work well. And thank y'all again. I hope y'all will subscribe and like. And it's been Arrow, guys. Thank y'all.